Hey, Cynthia, welcome. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this. Thank you so much. I did have a couple questions for you, and the first question is um, what do you do, and where did you find me? That was the thing that I was trying to remember. How you found me.
Well, how I found you, and so I had been speaking to various coaches, and
Mhm.
I think something on social media or something like this had come up, where you were on there, and I just liked you, what I saw, your energy,
Hmm.
and I
Hmm.
thought, well, I'm going to call this guy and talk to him.
Mm.
And so I called, I spoke with you. You're an actual practicing, successful, currently practicing successful realtor, which meant the world to me because I didn't want to be dealing with somebody who was coaching and, wasn't practicing real estate and was not in touch with reality of what's going
Mm.
on.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's true. There's so many real estate coaches out there that have never even sold anything. I find that
Exactly.
mind-boggling. Yeah,
Right. And
that's
I wanted to be personal. And so you were so personal when I first met you. And I thought, okay, this is it. Like I didn't even doubt it. Like this is it. This is really going to work for me because I like you as a person. You weren't fast talking. Like you weren't
mm.
giving me a sales pitch. You weren't like, so listen, you know, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get these 10 core principles down. And, it
Right,
wasn't like that.
right.
It was real.
And you didn't mention my charming personality.
Yeah, well, yes. And I was able to talk to you like a real person and it wasn't a hard sell. And a lot of them are hard sell. It's like you're buying a used car and you can just tell that it's just
Mm.
practice. It's not, it's insincere.
Wow. Well, thank you for that. What areas of your business did you see improvement in terms of working together?
Well, really, first of all, I have someone to call and talk to and kind of, bounce things off of because we have our offices, we have our managers, and we have this person, we have that person, but not all the time do you get the full answer or the answer that you're really kind of looking for, or do you feel comfortable speaking with them? And I could call you and ask you and get the answer and feel good about it and not feel, you know, um, uncomfortable asking you the question.
I love that. I love that. And it didn't hurt too that I remember that when we first started working within the first couple months, I think you did like a $14 million deal, didn't you?
Yes, I did. So,
Wow.
so I was pretty excited about everything and growing, and yeah, yeah.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah, I realized I wanted to do real estate is what happened.
Yeah. After you cash that commission check.
Yeah. Just the whole experience was, yeah.
Hmm. And you're very good at it. I mean, you're currently one of the top real estate agents in San Francisco Bay Area, so I'm so impressed with that. But before
Thank you.
we started working together, what were some of the challenges that you had in your business?
Um, well, there were a lot of challenges. I mean, really feeling very isolated, and you
Mm.
really and for me in my market, wasn't really comfortable, talking to a lot of different agents or what I was doing wasn't something that they were really doing. Um, so it was just kind of isolating. It was just sort of
Mm.
isolating, and I would say that's it. It was isolating, and I needed support.
Hmm. Absolutely. I mean, we all do because I totally get that. It's almost like we're working on an island, even if you're with a large brokerage, you still have your own business and you're an entrepreneur on your own. And so,
Yes.
no, I t totally get that. Uh, what helped you the most? What were one or two things that for you were really like the needle movers in terms of you and I talking?
Well, realizing that I had to be serious about my time management, how I did that. And, so you showed me that, and I could really see where the problems were
Hmm.
in my current business. I could see where the flaws were, like right away, and that there was an answer. for
Mm,
you had the answer again, you had the answer
mhm.
for what I needed to do, the steps I needed to take. And then in turn, that gives you hope.
Yeah. And that's so important. Hope is the key. Um, how has this changed your life outside of the business in terms of working together?
Oh, my life outside of the business.
Hmm.
What do you mean? Like,
Well, like your
how's it?
personal life or whatever, aside from the fact, like for me, I can almost answer for you because I think
Yes.
that one of the biggest things is, which is frequently happens, is you and I became really dear friends.
Yes. That's been excellent. That's been one of my favorite things, is
Hmm.
I can talk and laugh with you and you again, that's about support and
Hmm.
about being heard. So, you need to feel like you're as an agent because you need to feel like you're seen and you're heard, just like in
Right,
any other relationship. And
right.
that somebody actually cares about you and your success and will celebrate successes and point things out to you. And that's important in any
Hmm.
relationship.
Absolutely. And I think that you mentioned a word up front called fun. And one of the things that I love
Yeah,
is having fun in this business, which I think is so important because, if you're doing things that you don't like or you're not having fun doing it, then, obviously it's going to be a miserable business existence and you're not going to do anything consistently, I think. So,
exactly. Yeah. So that's another thing too. I think that, I started to have fun. And then I
hmm.
started realizing that I actually provided a service to people
Mm,
and that this was real.
right,
So,
right.
yeah, um, that alone, I feel like just it was very motivating.
That's great. That's great. What would you say to somebody thinking of working with me right now who's watching this video right now?
Hurry up and call.
Get on the phone with Chris. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, get on the phone with Chris, have that conversation, and be yourself and see, again, you've been doing this for a long time. There's a lot of situations you've covered in your career, and I just think that they have everything to gain. Even people that have been in it for a long time,
Hmm.
people that I've seen that have been in it for a long time, that everybody kind of puts on a front. So, you know, what's actually going on behind the scenes now that I've made more realtor friends is that I feel really so many people, even though they look successful, they need a coach.
Hmm. Yep.
And yeah, I would say coaching it's worth the investment because you're investing in yourself. And
Yes.
so you want to invest in yourself with somebody that respects you is going to also you're going to have respect for. You have to have respect for that person and that's you.
Mm. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much. And we have a lot of fun too in the process.
We do a ton of fun and that's I think that's a big too deal. I like the mastermind class. It's filled with wonderful people and I don't think that that's a mistake.
Mhm.
The people that are involved and you want to be part of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
it's important.
so. Where can people learn more about you? How can people find you to send you referrals?
So, Cynthia Rosen at compass.com. That's
Cynthia
the easiest.
Rosen. Is that all one? No
Yeah.
uh,
Mm,
period or in Cynthia Rosen at
just Cynthia
compass.com.
Rosen. Yeah. Just
And I'll
Cynthia
make
Rosen at
sure
Compass.
and I'll make sure that we put your email in the description down below. Cynthia, thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah. Welcome. It's always a pleasure. And I am very grateful for you helping me and give me direction on where to go. Thank you.
I love that. I love that. Thank you.